Hello everyone, my name's Johnny Twishimire, and I've been part of the staff at GBR since 2016. Since last August, I've also been learning a project called Urushako. Urushako is simply a gospel-centered marriage ministry. It's the dream of seeing a Rwandan community made of marriages that are rooted in the love of Christ. In order to see this dream come true, we started by asking what's wrong with marriages in Rwanda, and we conducted a research to get to the root of this problem, what's really going on with marriages in Rwanda. Over the next few minutes, we'll be presenting to you what we found in our research. This research was conducted in August 2020, and our goal was to gather all the information that could help us answer the question, what is wrong with marriages in Rwanda? We sent out a questionnaire and 218 individuals responded, mostly male and mostly single. However, the questionnaire was a bit different. We asked the participant if there are questions they would like someone who is teaching about marriage to address. We received 284 questions from our participants. There were no limits to the number of questions that our participants could ask. So any participant could ask as many questions as he or she wants. Why questions? Simply because, as the saying goes, Abanyarwanda ni imfura. That phrase implies the fact that culturally, it is a praised virtue to keep your struggles to yourself, which also explains why most Rwandans will answer a question with another question. They answer with a question, hoping that through your answer to their question, they can know what you want, then they can give you exactly that, instead of giving you the truth, which somehow could expose them. They will give you what you want to hear. They will simply tell you what you want to hear. So instead of asking our participants to tell us about the issues in their marriages or marriages around them, we asked the same question but in a different way. We asked them to tell us, to give us those questions they would like someone who is teaching about marriage to address. And we received 284 questions. 90 of them, they were about the purpose of marriage. Some even asked if there is any use for marriage in this time, which is strange, but these are the questions that our participants asked themselves. And 80 of them were about divorce. How do you prevent it? What is causing divorce to increase, and so on and so forth. And 50 of those also asked about dating. How do you date? Which is understandable when people are confused about the purpose of marriage, and they're also scared of divorce. It is understandable that they would be careful when it comes to dating, because they don't want to end up divorced, or they don't even have a reason, like a push to get married. So it's reasonable that they become careful about their dating. You must be asking, what does these questions tell us about the status of marriage in Rwanda? One, this was just one question out of many in the questionnaire we sent. So in order to get a clear picture, you need to combine these questions with other answers. Put together, the questions from the participants and their answers, they describe a vicious cycle of marriages that, due to the lack of training for the next generation, keep deteriorating again and again, one generation after another. It starts with a couple that fails to deal with issues in their relationship, maybe a conflict left unresolved. That unresolved conflict kills the excitement and the passion between spouses. The loss of passion makes the beauty of this marriage fade away. They no longer talk about their marriage, whether at work or at home, thus leaving the next generation uninformed of the beauty of marriage, which explains the questions about purpose, meaning, and even the use of marriage. Such an informed generation will eventually build marriages that are weak, that keeps getting weaker and weaker as generations comes. You may be asking, what does this have to do with the divorce increasing? It have everything to do with this divorce increasing. A healthy couple are active. This simply means they deal with issues that arise in their life. They deal with it and they move on. However, when a family or a couple starts ignoring their issues, the bad news about issues in relationship, such as a misunderstanding or something, they don't go away if we ignore them. If you ignore them, they don't go away. They become worse. So when couples start getting passive about issues in their relationship, issues don't disappear magically. You have to deal with them. If you don't deal with them, they will haunt you. So unresolved issues, they become conflict. And when conflict get out of hand, separation becomes an option. And before you know it, your marriage will be history. But it doesn't have to be like that. Together we can make a difference. We can commit to resolve issues in our relationships before they get out of hand. We can commit to keep the passion in our relationship. That way we can train the next generation. We can have the energy to train the next generation. We can have the boldness to encourage young couples, and we can have the courage to revive the passion in other couples. We can help each other and strengthen our relationship and build our marriages. After this research, my team and I realized the need for gospel-centered teaching on marriage in Rwanda, and we put together a website specifically for that. It is called Urushako.rw. God bless you and thank you so much.